I'm Laura Sabo, the Residency Program Director. Welcome to the Obstetrics and Gynecology Residency Program at the University of Wisconsin. This brief video will introduce you to our program, our residents, and to Madison, Wisconsin. Whether you choose to become a generalist or to specialize, our program will provide an excellent preparation for your career. Here are some of our residents to tell you more about our program.
From a program perspective, I like the mix of it. It's a well-known academic institution with a lot of good research, but also you get the benefits that you would find in a community program.
I think one of the big strengths of the program is that all of the people that are in charge of us are very receptive to ideas we have.
They have these great vision for our residency, so they're very devoted to really working with us, and they really hear our voice.
The faculty is really supportive, the chairwoman, the program director, Dr. Rice and Dr. Sabo.
It's not a static program, it's always kind of moving in a progressive direction.
We take care of each other.
We do.
And they take care of us, which is important.
As a graduating resident of this program, I've seen pretty significant advances in our laparoscopic simulation and in our obstetrical simulation also. Today we're doing laparoscopic suturing, which is very beneficial to practice outside of the OR. It increases your opportunity to do the suturing once you are in the OR in those cases.
In terms of being able to practice and hone your skills prior to going to the OR, prior to going to the delivery room, it's been an excellent addition. You can really get some good practice time in there.
I think the sim lab's incredibly helpful. One of the sim labs that we do is go through a shoulder dystocia, going through the maneuvers. My first unattended delivery was a shoulder dystocia.
There are programs that were invested in starting a sim lab, but it was still years, away.
And there are some faculty that have just run with it. I mean, the amount of trainers and money that's been dedicated and time that the faculty have put into it is really quite impressive.
When you go on interviews, all the interviews and all of the facts and things like that can blend together, but it's people that are the important part and that they really have each other's backs, and I definitely found that here.
One of the greatest strengths of our program is the camaraderie of the residents and how supportive the residents are of each other.
I just got a very good impression that everybody liked working together. It seemed like it was a nice collegial atmosphere, and everybody just generally liked to be around each other. It seemed like a very inviting place to be.
Amongst the other programs I looked at, probably 70% of the programs had 1 or 2 male residents total, and Wisconsin had, at least 1 per year. So that was a nice thing for me as a male applicant.
When I met them on the night before on the interview trail, I had such a rapport with them and really felt like I could fit in here and be friends with these people for the long hours that you work for 4 years.
When you're interviewing, that is your impression correct? And I can say, without a doubt, it totally was.
I love Madison. I think that Madison itself is one of the biggest selling points of the residency program. It's a great biking city, which is really nice if you're, a busy resident.
In Madison, there are lots of things to do, but Saturday mornings are really fun at the farmers market around the square. There's a lot of people there, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of culture, and it's a fun place to be on Saturday mornings.
You can have all 4 seasons, and it's just a very active city.
Chicago and Milwaukee aren't far away.
It's like a big city in that it has arts and entertainment and lots of activities, but it's also not a huge city in fact of traffic or expensive living or any of the disadvantages of a big city. There's lots of music to listen to, lots of theater. I think it just has lots of different options, when you do have time off. It's a very friendly Midwestern community too.
The sporting events with the university, but there's a lot of cultural things going on, and I find that Madison as a community just likes to have many activities going on year-round.
My wife actually loves being in Madison. She wants to live here for the rest of her life now. There's just a lot of stuff to do for families in this town. There's tons of stuff offered for kids.
I live about 15 minutes away from both hospitals, and we don't have neighbors close by. We have a small farm, and I have 2 horses.
Even in the winter they have activities and festivals, and there's just no shortage of things to do.
There's a lot of winter sports that I'm learning, cross-country skiing, amateur ice hockey.
In South Dakota, nobody bikes, nobody's outside in the winter in January, but here, you know, everybody is just extremely active.
The city sells itself. As far as the program goes, this is just the place to be.